and welcome one more time to this space dedicated to personal growth as well as beautiful places from all over the world. I'm Nadia Flores, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of self-awareness and consciousness, and we're going to be visiting the beautiful Playa del Carmen. This is Grow and Travel. Stay with us. In Quintana Roo, Mexico. This is one of the most important states for the economics of this country and for tourism nationally as well as internationally. This place is packed with people from all over the world because they enjoy the beautiful weather as well as the beaches and the atmosphere of the place. So let's go see it, but before that, let's go to a coaching message. And welcome to our first coaching message. As I was telling you, we're going to talk about self-awareness and consciousness and the importance of being self-aware. What happens is that when we grow up, of course, society and our parents and whatnot are constantly telling us the way that we should be, the way that we should act, the way that we should behave. And sometimes we forget to feel our emotions. We are completely not self-aware. We are completely in that programming that lead us to making decisions from thinking instead of feeling, to ways of thinking of people-pleasing, and to ways of doing things that sometimes we don't even want to do. That's why it's so important to be aware of your feelings and your emotions. In the second segment, I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to become more self-aware so that you can live a more happy and plentiful life. And we are in Playa del Carmen. Today, we're going to take you to 3 magnificent spots that are very, very famous in this area. One of them is 5th Avenue, the other one is 38th Avenue, and of course, the beach. And of course, there are going to be some surprises for you to watch. So let's get to it, shall we?
Located just 1 hour away from Cancun Airport, we find the jewel of white sands and turquoise waters. Playa del Carmen is undoubtedly one of the most important tourist destinations in Mexico and the world. It is characterized by its festive and relaxed atmosphere, its beautiful beaches, its vast culinary offer, and its shops that range from those that sell bracelets and handicrafts to the most sophisticated ones with designer clothes and unconventional items. Today, we begin our tour with the beautiful beaches of Playa del Carmen. If it's true that there is a bit of sarcasm, the authorities do everything in their power to keep the beaches clean and in good condition. One of the main beaches is the beach with the same name as this place, Playa del Carmen, or Del Carmen Beach, which is found when you arrive on Avenida Juárez and cross the Parque Fundadores. Upon arrival, you will see on your right the ferry terminal to go to the island of Cozumel, where I will take you in another episode. In the meantime, let's continue with Playa del Carmen. When you arrive at the beach, you will see the beautiful turquoise tones and the wide and fine coral sand. If you like to get up early, I highly recommend watching the sunrise from this beach, as it is an incredible experience. Walking perpendicular to the beach and crossing the Parque Fundadores or Founders Park, you will later find the famous 5th Avenue, which runs parallel to the beach. On 5th Avenue, you can find clothing stores, spa services, hotels for all budgets, restaurants of all kinds, tour vendors, impromptu street shows, bars, cafes, and all kinds of people strolling through this place. 5th Avenue extends commercially with some housing developments from 2nd Street or Calle 2 to 54th Street or Calle 54. It is important to know that Playa del Carmen has an urban planning similar to that of a Cartesian plane. The avenues are numbered 5 by 5 and run parallel to the beach. On the other hand, the streets are numbered 2 by 2 and run perpendicular to the beach. I recommend you walk along the 5th at different times of the day, because while during the day it is a colorful and festive space for the whole family, at night it becomes an avenue to party and celebrate. During the day, it is common to stroll around 5th Avenue to go shopping, get an ice cream, have a massage, or sit on one of the many cafes or restaurants to enjoy the variety of cuisine that is presented to us along this avenue. At night, you can find restaurants of all kinds, live music, clubs, bars, and all kinds of entertainment, including shows. Here, it doesn't really matter if you go alone or accompanied. As long as you have an attitude of wanting to have a good time, you're going to have an amazing time. Now we're going to make a stop at the famous 12th Street, better known among the locals as La 12. While during the day, this street is just another street and has no charm, at night it transforms to offer shows, music, and entertainment in general. This street began its fame with the Cocobongo nightclub and show venue back in 1997. Although this was the first establishment to make the street popular, a variety of nightlife venues followed over the years. Some have managed to prevail since they began years ago and are already a tradition, while others have disappeared. Today, apart from clubs, you can also find hookah lounges and fusion food restaurants on this street. If you like to party, I highly recommend 12th Street. Do prepare to go with an open mind, without prejudices, and with a desire to have a lot of fun. Now, if you prefer something more quiet, maybe more relaxed, I recommend walking along Fifth Avenue to 38th Street. While at night, this street offers international cocktails in an environment where amber colors that adorn the environment and lounge or deep house music prevail, during the day, there are restaurants with a very pleasant atmosphere for breakfast or lunch. This street offers French, Greek, and of course, a great variety of Mexican food. You can visit these places before or after going to the beach, which is technically at the end of the street. This is known as 38th Street Beach and is quite popular for its beauty and location. As you can see, Playa del Carmen is a great tourist destination that has a lot to offer. So I invite you to take a walk around here to relax, have fun, and enjoy life in your own way. And this has been our tour of Playa del Carmen and some of its main places. It's incredible, isn't it? Well, now it's time for our second block of personal growth, where I will give you 3 tips to be more aware and present in the present. Let's get to it.
And welcome to our second coaching message. And here we have 3 tips for you to raise more awareness and consciousness. So tip number 1, be present with your feelings and your emotions. Make room for whatever it is that you're feeling in your body. Your feelings and your emotions are constantly telling you if you're making a quote-unquote good decision or a quote-unquote not so good decision. Number 2, be present with your thoughts. What are you thinking? I know this is not easy to do because we are used to constantly being in automatic pilot, right? We are constantly used to be doing things out of just routine or whatever we've just been doing forever. So we just been in autopilot. So very important to be present with our thoughts. And lastly, tip number 3, where I invite you to choose your truth. And by this, I mean, I invite you to question what they told you. Maybe as a child, they gave you certain metrics of beliefs and values of how you should be and all this that I was talking about in the first segment. But I invite you to just question all of that and choose your very own truth based on what is aligned with you, what feels in congruence with you and who you are. And if the values that if the values that you grew up with no longer serve you, choose the ones that serve you and keep them. And if same with the beliefs, if they gave you some beliefs that no longer serve you, choose the ones that now serve you and stick with them. So those are my 3 tips for you today. Be present with your feelings and your emotions, be present with your thoughts, and find your very own truth. Don't assume that just because they told you something, now you have to live that way. Always question it. So that was it, guys. I hope that you implement these 3 tips because I feel like they can help you live a more happy and plentiful life. And we have come to the end of the show. I just want to say thank you so much for watching all the way through. And I would like to invite you, if you haven't done so, to subscribe to the channel, just using the button below. Of course, also activate your notifications button so that you can know when we have a new video for you. As you know by now, probably, every Wednesday we have a new topic from a new place for you. So once again, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Nadia Flores. This was Grow and Travel. We'll see you on the next one.